character.
We will be seeing Dark Pit from PacSmash, though. He may like the possibility of killing with the arrows, which could be really helpful at times. And they do more damage overall, generally speaking.
Snipes from across the stage are definitely...
It's also possible that you might just not have enough time to always aim arrows when you're in the middle of a double scrap. That may be another potential reason behind that.
What's beneficial? I mean, Dark Pit or PacSmash can pull out the regular pit in game 2 if needed. Just kind of figure out, is this the right pick between the pit?
And don't be confused here, that is PacSmash using the Quag tag.
Quag, I'm not sure. Why is he using the Quag tag?
Honestly, I didn't even know they were doing that either. And there's an immediate shield break on Quag.
Oh, I think his controller's disconnected.
Yeah, that's definitely what appears to be happening. So, and it could possibly be the tag-related issue. Not positive. They're gonna. Yeah, no, that's a controller issue.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think they're just gonna reset here as we get this figured out. But this is a winners quarters match, which means that the winner of this set will go into winner semis top 8.
Yeah.
On the winner's side. So both these players really want it. Or I guess teams rather. So I'm very excited to see who will come out on top.
I know PacSmash and Quag were a little disappointed. I believe they got 9th in doubles at King Meet just 2 months ago. So they are looking to avenge that. And if they get top 8 today, I know they will be thrilled.
They can work for it. They have 2 chances to. If they lose in this match, they still have loser side to do it. So it's nice having that little cushion.
It's a good buffer for sure.
Yeah, just in case, but you're gonna want to get it as fast as you can.
And I could be wrong, but I think we may have medals for all top 8, both doubles and all top 8 players in sync, I believe.
That would be very exciting if that was the case, but we'll see later now as this match is going to get immediately started.
Starting game 1 for real now.
Yeah, 5 seconds in and there's already a revenge on Quag that immediately got used.
Can't blame him, especially when he's also setting that up for his teammates to do the same as well. And Arctice is just absolutely all over Quag right now.
Can't deal with revenge if you can't even proc it when it is so on your face.
Exactly.
Looks like Solarose setting up some of these phantoms at least place and also just get a little bit more speed control. Looks like their strategy is, Arctice really running in, getting a lot of that big damage, compared to Solarose throwing out these like phantoms and just kind of picking up the scraps where she can. And that's worked out in their favor as Quag takes the first, or losing his first stock.
But there will go the first Arctice stock off the top.
I think that was from Solarose's up air, which that Zelda up air, very strong, but I mean, they're still doing pretty well, especially with Quag taking so much percent here in the second stock. It's known for that survivability, especially at higher percent. Hasn't really gotten a chance to utilize the fear factor of having rage.
There's a spike on Arctice, though. There goes his second stock. And that could be, definitely, that's the one you want to get rid of if you are PacSmash here. Because dealing with Zelda on her own for either Dark Pit or Incineroar is far easier than Captain Falcon.
And also it just means that the shared stocks means that with less Zelda stocks to do it as well if Arctice loses his stock ability once again.
It forces them into a difficult decision one way or another. Yeah, there's another revenge, but he gets grabbed in background.
Right here, I think Arctice is going a little bit down just to not get too, aggressive here. Being on his last stock, he wants to keep it alive as long as he can.
And there goes the first Solarose stock as well. But as does Quag, down to his last one as well. PacSmash on 3 though.
Doing a really good job of staying alive, using some great air.
And there goes the final Arctice stock. They're going to have to do the share stock. It's one apiece for both Arctice and Solarose with PacSmash on 3. 2.
Just barely dying right there, but PacSmash did do a really good job of getting that first stock alive and getting so much momentum out of it. Oh, that's a little scary there. Arctice trying to get
there comes
stocks.
the shared stock as well now, so it is actually surprisingly 1 stock apiece for everyone in the match.
Yeah, this is barely even between. I mean, this last stock really matters in here. Just gonna find that first kill. There's the Guardian Orbiters coming out to reflect the Phantom. Not quite finding anything, but once again, Solarose has to be aware of that, playing Phantom with the playing Zelda with the Phantom, because it could just get swatted right back at you.
now. Pretty high percentages getting racked up on both sides. The first kill is going to matter quite a bit.
That Darkest Link to get a little get off from people. All these high percents, so much damage, and now Arctice is the one who has the least amount of percent on him despite losing so many stocks early into this.
There's a lightning kick that'll take out Quag, and now it's PacSmash versus both of them.
Oh, that could have set it up and let number one landed. PacSmash in quite the dire situation, trying to find his way to recover. Not getting his footing down as Arctice covers landings and cover a roll.
Wow, despite these shenanigans, Arctice and Solarose take game one. And I think they definitely were able to stay in that one as long as they were because of how hard they were able to focus down Quag. For as much as work PacSmash put in on that first stock especially, Quag was definitely getting killed a little early, and that happens with Incineroar and type of matchups, especially doubles. But it's definitely difficult for the both of them. I know Captain Falcon's not going to be amazing for Incineroar, but I know Quag has historically had some struggles with Solarose specifically as well, so it makes it very difficult for Incineroar if you're constantly getting battered off stage and at ledge. So we're going to see if PacSmash and Quag can make some adaptations as we go to PS2 now for Game 2.
And then we might see here, yeah, the adaptation potentially being more protection on Quag from PacSmash. I think that would just kind of even up the amount of percent in stocks that they lose throughout the set to keep it more even, rather than it being favored really heavily for one person surviving a lot and one person dying a lot.
Right, and we're going to see if they try to stick with the same strategy before, though, of targeting down Arctice, because I definitely think it is a decent idea in theory. We're going to see if they can get it off to work better for them in practice this time.
PS2 being the stage choice, more space for them to play around with. I think that the smaller confines of small battlefield, even if it's just a little bit, still had some lasting effects on how that played. So I think having this extra space could be nice for the red team.
And I definitely like what PacSmash and Quag did, switching the 1v1 partners that they were doing. You really kind of want Pit into Zelda and Incineroar into Captain Falcon. You really don't want the flip of that.
Just because Falcon's forced to go in on Incineroar, he can't like zone pretty well.
Yeah, because I mean,
not deal with any Incineroar's, garbage.
and there's some explosions, and both PacSmash and Quag will both go down at the same time. But there goes the first Arctice stock as well. They are just getting a lot of quick kills here.
All back and forth here.
And revenge up smash, it's all even.
Now all back to one, starting to here. Quag trying to get some poor landing here to find some percent. It seems like they're favoring that left corner as Solarose escapes in the midst of it. I mean, that Phantom still is just getting more and more damage over time, or at least just countering space to allow for Arctice to, skedaddle away.
Yeah, but Quag has just been doing a really good job of keeping people off him right now in the second stock.
Bryson made it back. A fully charged F
Oh
smash.
my goodness.
PacSmash falling into it, unfortunately.
A lot of damage to Arctice too, but still, that kill on PacSmash is big.
Exactly what Arctice and Solarose needed if they wanted to close out this set. Not even contesting with the happening.
The back there, Dagger will kill Arctice.
Yeah, Reflective Phantom, you got one. It looks like Solarose having to. Now
PacSmash carrying Arctice off to the side.
Yeah,
And there goes Solarose.
SD went way too deep trying to save her part. Now it's going to Arctice trying to deal with these two alone, especially with stocks being up on the cape. Arctice kind of slowing things down now, and just getting the battles where he can, and then just getting out if he needs to.
Definitely a tough spot. Big meat, though, not going to kill Quag just yet. Allows him to be alone with PacSmash, who I know really doesn't like the Captain Falcon matchup. I don't blame him.
Not quite. I mean, this character's so explosive that one mistake will take you out. Right? They're really just trying to get rid of Captain Falcon, because with Rage, this is way too scary. Big Falcon kick, immediate burst that will be Quag going down. Now one stocks up. We'll see if Arctice can make this back. He has to find this quick kill on PacSmash very soon.
We're going to see if he can target him down, though, but there's a big up air. An arrow, not going to get anything off the top yet. Quag scoops with the down tilt at ledge, and back air will take game 2 for PacSmash and Quag. And now the big question, what stage do you go to for game 3? I imagine we may switch again.
I'm not sure, but I think that, you know, Quag and PacSmash definitely got a lucky break with Solarose SDing on that last stock at nearly 0, so very good for them because it means that they get more time. They get the stage, at least potentially a stage counter pick, but they really have to lock in for that because you might not be able to get that on this 3rd game, like an SD.
Yeah, I was wrong, though. They are going back to PS2, but I also will give PacSmash and Quag some credit on that because you're right, it was Solarose SD that made a big difference, but that happened because of how much pressure they were putting onto Arctice that made Solarose overcommit in trying to save him in a situation that wasn't really feasible. So if they keep up that approach and try to keep the pressure on Captain Falcon, put him in bad situations to force Solarose out from the back lines, we'll see if that can help him in game 3.
Just going to have to take a lot more survivability, take that into account to make sure that your teammate doesn't SD like that. But seeing things in PS2, it will be Arctice picking up
the
that first kill.
Side, yeah.
Being on, and Quag's already taking quite a hefty amount of percent in his 2nd stock. This is not what Team PacSmash were looking for here, as they have to keep up with this other team as much as they can.
And a great setup by Solarose. The Phantom and the F-Smash charging at the same time force Quag into a rough spot.
A lot of extra percent that you don't want to be taking. More and more.
Electroshock arm, though, will take Arctice's first stock.
Seems like that strategy's still working out at least to keep one of them alive for a little bit longer. Arctice going quite deep at the bottom of PS2, still finding that kill through Yololan Whip, and now Quag on his last stock potentially and winning.
This is a very tough spot to be in, and there's a PacSmash. I don't know what's going on over on the right side ledge.
Blue dot. No, either. I mean, it's like, I thought Arctice might have been going for a 2nd footstool right there, just to, you know, footstool off the bottom of PS2 with those lower blast zones, or higher blast zones rather, at the bottom.
But there's a big lightning kick. PacSmash will lose the first stock.
Quag is he's trying to set up on Solarose, and
That big fair for PacSmash. He knew where to follow through.
Made sure to pick up what Quag was putting down, and be able to close out that kill with 2 big hits. I think that was a lightning kick from
on
Solarose.
Arctice, yeah.
This is kind of close here, especially with the early lead that Solarose and Arctice were having. This is looking scary for Quag. He's got to find his way out.
That one. Big lightning kick on PacSmash as well.
Oh, let's
teleport up. Won't kill yet. Revenge on Quag. Gets caught by Phantom.
Not good for Quag and PacSmash. I mean, if one of them falls, that could be the end of the set for
Revenge
them.
side B on Solarose is a lot of damage.
They have to find a kill.
But there goes Quag. PacSmash is just going to try to hang on to both of his stocks. Nope, there's the share stock on the Quag as he dies.
I don't think this is a good share stock, because now you're dealing as Incineroar alone. This is very scary, especially if you
keep both of them off you, which is really hard when you get locked into a throw or a side B that kind of forces you into a cutscene.
You have that cutscene, which means that there's extra time for your opponent to react compared to other faster moves.
There's the revenge coming out. See which person decides to use it on. Set gets grabbed. There it goes. Following off the side, that maybe? No, yeah, it sure is. Arctice and Solarose take that one 2-1 over PacSmash and Quag.
I think that the pushback from the Phantom into the cross chop might have been the little extra push that Solarose needed to make sure that Quag did not grab the ledge right there, because it did look close. I mean, there was no double jump, especially with how deep